Troy, you want to come up? Good morning. I'm Lieutenant Pat Reardon with the Florida Highway Patrol. To my left is Troy Roberts with the Florida Department of Transportation, and to my right is Lieutenant Kim Montez, who's assisting me with gathering some of the information and keeping you guys informed. First and foremost, let me say that a lot of the information that I'm going to share this morning is going to be preliminary information. This is a very large scale crash. There's a lot of debris up there. We had a lot of people up there. We had a lot of teamwork from other agencies and from the private sector that helped us to try to sort this thing out. So if I sound generic, it's because I don't have some of that all the information that we're looking for at this point, but we do anticipate having a press release come out later today that's got as much information as I've got to provide you guys. For anybody that was not here yesterday or last night, yesterday approximately 3:40 p.m. we did have, FHP was called to a multiple vehicle crash. This crash occurred southbound on State Road 93, which is Interstate 75. Once our investigators got there, in fact, we did have multiple vehicles. The sequence of events that I know at this point, we had a tractor trailer and a passenger car traveling north, approaching the 394, the area of the 394 mile marker. Also, we had a tractor trailer and a passenger van traveling south in approximately the same area. At some point, the tractor trailer and the passenger car that were traveling north collided, and then subsequently went through the guardrail traveling into the southbound lanes. At some point, those vehicles struck a passenger van and the other semi-truck. Once the semis struck, they both caught on fire, as well as the passenger car that was carried over from the northbound lane. What we've learned since the crash, we had actually a fifth vehicle that came through and struck either some of the occupants that had been ejected or some of the debris that was on the roadway. What we know at this point is that we do have 7 fatalities out of this incident. 5 of them were children. I don't have their exact ages at this point. I can tell you they range from 8, 9, and up to teenagers. We also have 2 adults that were killed. The 2 adults that were killed, one of them was driving the tractor trailer north, and the other one was the tractor driver driving south. We have approximately 6 to 8 people that were taken to local hospitals and with varying injuries. I don't have a current status on exactly what those injuries are. I can tell you that it's a heartbreaking event. We have our command staff and our victim advocate that are going to be going to the hospital and meeting with some of the victims' families this morning. And to speak a little more about the roadway, I'm going to turn it over to Troy Roberts with the Florida Department of Transportation. Troy?
This is a tragic accident. My heart breaks for all the people involved, and on behalf of FDOT, our condolences to the families and to the victims and to the folks who survived this crash. We know this is just an awful situation. We want to give you an update on what our game plan is for FDOT. Right now, we have 1 lane open on I-75 southbound. It's been that way since early this morning. Our goal is to reopen a center lane within the hour. We think we can do some quick emergency repairs, make sure we have 2 lanes going open for the rest of the day. We've got some weather coming in that's going to unfortunately impact our work schedule, but we're hoping that we can get that done before the weather gets here. Once the weather passes through the area, once we move on to the evening hours, our goal is to close that center lane again and go to 1-lane traffic throughout the night, so our maintenance crews can get out there and do some emergency repair work. We plan on working throughout the night. Our goal is to get I-75 southbound reopened completely as soon as possible. We're going to have a little bit of cold weather tonight that may impact our schedule, but again, we're going to be out there working through the night doing everything we can to get I-75 reopened.